Hi students, in last class we started motion lesson. In that we learned some definition as well as we understand what is relative and what is relative motion also. And yesterday I told you, and today class is very interesting. So today in this class we are going to discuss about what are the factors we are going to discuss. These are very important in future studies. So you know what are factor actually, what do you mean by factor? Do you know what do you mean by factor? For example here, length. Length is a factor. So how length is a factor? Which is measurable. I am talking about physics right now. So which is measurable, that is a quantity. So which factor we are talking about? Quantities we are talking about right now. So length is a quantity. Is it right? What is mean by quantity here? The quantity is nothing but which is measurable, that is a quantity. So chalk piece, this piece of chalk is a quantity. Sure, definitely we can measure. It's a cylindrical shape having this much of height, having this much of radius, having this much of length. So these all those are what we are describing characteristics. I mean geometrical characteristics of water. Chalk. So it's a quantity. Sure, it is a quantity. So length is a quantity. Length can measurable. Length is measurable or not? Definitely, length is a measurable. So that's what length is a character. I mean length is a quantity here. Next, distance, displacement, velocity, acceleration, deacceleration. These all are quantities. In this session, we will describe, what we are going to learn here. So nothing but length. The first quantity we are going to describe, we are going to learn, we are going to understand what? Length. So what do you mean by length? So length is very familiar in mathematics and very familiar in our day-to-day activities also. So it's very lengthy, it's very short, it's a lengthy process. So these terms are, so it's most common words and utilized by us, is it? So in physics, in the view of physics, what is length? How we can define length in the view of physics? So let's see here. I am just assuming 2 points, say A and B. So I am assuming 2 points here, A and B. The space having between them. Understand? So I'm giving definition about length. I'm explaining length right now. So A and B are 2 points assumed by me. Now tell me the space between these 2 points. Is it measurable or not? Surely the space between these 2 points are measurable. So we can define that by using length. The space between 2 points, the measurable space between 2 points, the measurable space between 2 points are treated as a length. Sure. So the space between these 2 points, the space between 2 points, the space between 2 points called the length. So what is length? The space between two points, any 2 points. The space between any 2 points called length. Got it? So length is denoted by small l. So length is a scalar quantity. What is scalar quantity? I'll explain you later. First of all, take the definitions and understand what is that. So length is the space between any 2 points called length. So length is completed. First of all, length is important. We going to start from the water from down level to up. Okay, we are going to start from down level 2, and that's what length. Length is the space between any 2 points called length. That is nothing but length. Okay, now the activity. Go to the activity 1. Here they are given to understanding and differentiating distance and displacement. Activity first says, so what is distance and what is displacement, how they are vary here. So further to understanding differences, to understanding phenomena, what's going on there. So we need to understand first what is distance and what is displacement. Let's assume one stone is thrown by me into air. Just I thrown one stone into air. So that the stone is covered some amount of distance and falls at a B. I thrown from here. So from A point, I just thrown one stone and it is covering B distance. I mean, it covered B. It reached to B. From A, I thrown, reached to B. So now define distance. Now define distance. How we are going to define distance here? The length, the shortest length covered by an object. The length covered by an object with respect of time. So the object is covered the distance from here to here. So the length is covered object from here to here. Okay, the length is covered. Just now I told you the space between 2 points is length. That length is covered one object here. The length is covered one object with respect of time. Okay, now so there is a 2 points. I am the object. I am covering from here to there. So I am covering distance from that place to this place with respect of time. So I covered that length from starting to ending, from beginning to ending. I covered some distance here. I covered some length here with respect of time. What I covered here? Distance is covered by me. So what is the distance do you cover? Okay, so 2 points are there, like Hyderabad and Medak. These two are cities, 2 different places. So there is a path, there is a length between Hyderabad and Medak. So we can say that as what a distance, and what time is required for going from Hyderabad to Medak. So example, I am mentioned 3 hours of time will take to cover the distance. Understand? The distance covered with respect of time, or the length is covered with respect of time, that is distance. Got it? So what is distance is, both are looking similar, but definitions are quite different. Actually, to understanding purpose, length is nothing but distance. So length is not refers time here. Understand? Length is not refers time, but distance refers time. So distance always we will calculate with respect of time. So what is the thing I covered? What is the length I covered with respect of time? So that is known as what a distance. Like, so what is the distance? What is the time is required for covering this distance? 3 hours of time is required for covering the distance. Like that. That is called distance. So now write down what is distance is. The length covered by an object. The length covered by an object. The length covered by an object with respect of or with time. So the length covered by an object with time called distance. Distance is denoted by small d. Distance is denoted by small d. So what is distance? Write down distance equals to length by time. That is distance. But we'll start from distance only, so no need to this formula. So, but you must understand what is distance is. The length covered by an object is called as distance with respect of time. So, we understood what is distance. Now tell me what is displacement. What is displacement? So, before explaining displacement, I need to mention what kind of factor it is, what kind of quantity it is. I said length is a scalar quantity. So, length is a what? A scalar quantity. Even distance, so the length covered by an object with respect of time called distance, and distance is a scalar quantity. Distance is a scalar quantity. Units of distance. Units of distance meters. Meters. In SI units, we will use meters for distance. So I'm cleanly explain once again. Clearly, I'm going to explain clearly once again that length. First of all, we are going to start that quantities are by length. First length. The space between any 2 points called length. Length is a scalar. Length is a scalar. Go to distance. Second thing is what? A distance. The length covered by an object with respect of time. The length covered by an object, with respect of time called distance. Distance is a scalar quantity. Again, distance also what? A scalar quantity. And units of distance. What are the units we will prefer for distance? Okay, like what is the distance between two particular points? Like so, the distance between Kajipet and Warangal is 15 kilometers. Like that, we will use some measurement, 15 kilometers, centimeters, like this, all the are what? The measurementations are what? Units of distance. Meters. In SI units, we will use meters, units for distance. Got it? So, now going to displacement. What is displacement? The displacement stated as the shortest distance covered by an object with specifies a direction. The shortest distance covered by an object with specified a direction. Specified direction. Let's write what is displacement definition. Let's see displacement. The shortest distance covered by an object. Distance covered by an object with specifies a direction. With specifies it specifies the direction called displacement. Displacement is vector quantity or scalar quantity. Distance is a scalar quantity, but displacement is vector quantity. Displacement is vector quantity. Units of displacement. Units. What are the units? Units for distance is meters, and this one is for displacement. Units are meter per second. Meter per second. Got it? So once again, see the shortest path or a shortest distance covered by an object which specifies a direction. Direction is important here. Okay, when we are covering some distance, nothing but I am moving on the road on my bike. So when I am covering the distance on my bike, I use directions. Is it right? I am turning left, I am going straight and taking left, and again take 600 meters straight. Like these are what are familiar to us. I mean, turning, taking left, taking right, like we will use that. Is it right? So that is direction. I am going towards east, I am going towards west, I am going towards north. Like these are the directions are we will specify. Turn right side, go straight, take first left, again go straight, turn right side. Like these are when that maps are using by us. These words are very familiar to us. So when navigation purpose, we will use this. Understand? So direction here, the difference between distance and displacement is displacement acts in specify the direction. Distance is there is no direction. I mean, distance is not describing direction, but displacement is describing direction clearly here. So distance is covering with specify the direction. For example, one object is nothing but what is object previously we are used. I thrown one stone into air. I thrown one stone into air. That stone covered some distance here with specify the direction. What direction it is moving? Okay, it is moving like that in this direction. I throw towards east. I throw it towards north direction. Like so, mentioning direction. It's moving upper direction. It is direction or not? Definitely. So this direction I throw air. I throw stone into air. So on what direction? This direction. I am clearly mentioning that. So direction. That's what by using this direction, the object is covered the shortest distance. That is nothing but displacement. I displace it from A position to B position. Displaced means I am changed my place with specify the direction. How you are displaced? For example, I am in second floor. I want to go first floor first. I am going to first floor or a ground floor. So first of all, I am going to displace myself from this room to outside. I was displaced. How? I am moving straight, and when I am going to outside, there I am taking right side or left side for downstairs. Got it? So the direction is important here. I am displaced. How you are displaced? From second floor to first floor I displaced. So here explain your experience how you are displaced. So I am taken first left or second right to and downstairs to and upstairs. So like we are using some notations here. So these are mentioning directions. Understand? That is displacement. So got it? What is the main differences between displacement and distance, and what is displacement and what is distance? Very, very important. Now, two things we not understood. Okay, we just mentioned in a definition. Okay, distance is a scalar quantity, displacement is a vector quantity. What are these actually? Okay, distance and displacements are quantities. Quantities are nothing but measurable things, I said. But what are these? What is vector? What is scalar? Why we are comparing with them? Let's see what is vector quantity, what is scalar quantity. I hope you understood what is distance and what is displacement. Scalar quantity. Scalar quantity. Let's define first. I'll explain you that later. So what is scalar quantity? Scalar quantity is a quantity Scalar quantity is a quantity. Scalar quantity is a quantity describes about magnitude. Scalar quantity is a quantity can describes about magnitude only. Let's see what is vector quantity also. What is vector quantity? Vector quantity is a quantity can describes about direction and magnitude. So two definitions we seen. So what is scalar quantity, what is vector quantity? First let's see what is scalar quantity. It's a quantity actually, so nothing but measurable thing. Can describing about magnitude. We don't know what is magnitude. So according to our language, so we can simply understand what is magnitude is. Size, nothing but. Understand? So okay, what is the magnitude of this chalk piece? This is a magnitude of chalk piece. This much of magnitude of chalk piece. You can treat that as like to understanding purpose. I am saying you. Okay, magnitude is nothing but okay. Example is AB are 2 points. AB are what? 2 points. The distance is this much, like 5 centimeters of distance between A and B. 5 centimeters of distance between A and B. Now, does it showing magnitude? It's having size or not? Definitely. This much of what is the magnitude of AB? 5 centimeters of magnitude is there. Does showing any direction or it's mentioning anything else to us? It's giving any information to us. Only one information is giving. What is that? Magnitude. It's having magnitude. Okay, showing something else here. Okay, AB is in between A and B. Some distance is there. Some space is there, or some length is there. Like clear? And go to vector quantity. Vector quantity is a quantity can describes about direction and magnitude. Magnitude is there. Okay, magnitude is possible. Vector quantity. Along with this magnitude, maybe it is indicating direction. Now we are observing while watching A and B is it's showing that direction. It's showing that direction, or like it's covering the distance from A to B. It specifies the direction. Got it? So along with direction, that is vector quantity. That's what displacement is a vector quantity. Why? Because displacement having length covering shortest path of distance. Length is there. Along with specify the direction. Direction also there. That's what displacement is. Vector quantity. So vector quantity refers about that quantity has. If you are describing about any quantity like a displacement, velocity, anything else, that quantity should have magnitude along with direction may be indicating there. That is undergoes vector quantity. Only it's showing magnitude to us. Only one length of anything is referring. So that is undergoes scalar quantity. Scalar is the only size. I mean, just to our language, I'm giving you that example. So that is magnitude and a magnitude with direction. These are two quantities are very important. And remaining what? else we are going to discuss on next class. How these are belongs to scalar and vector quantity. Let's see on tomorrow. Thank you.